My mother started dating someone younger than me to stick it to my dad after he divorced her for cheating on her, when he did it because she was mentally abusive, and now my sister is mad I cut contact and don't want to see our mom get lovey-dovey with a college freshman. I need to talk about this, but how to start this, other than to say, my dad is not an angel either, but when it comes to his kids he at least made an attempt to be there for us. My mother has a mental health diagnosis that she uses as an excuse for her behavior, but refused to seek any form of treatment. Growing up, my sister and I would either get home to a dead silent house, and our mother curled up in bed / on the couch, too depressed to move, or deep cleaning the house to music so loud we could hear it from our bus stops. Sadly, the depressed moods were what we looked forward to, because she also became extremely verbally abusive, and at times even physically, though never to extremes. She would constantly accuse my father of cheating, refuse to even sleep in the same room as him, no idea if he was, wouldn't super surprise me, but also, Ike. And the one time he tried to send her to inpatient treatment, when she got out after 72 hours, she told him that if he ever did that again she would divorce him and a bunch of other threatening stuff. My father was too scared of the threats to try to force help again after, and she just got worse as time went on. Eventually, when I was 16, and my sister was 14, we heard her screaming on the phone that she was going to kill herself in front of us. I got us out of the house, and took her swimming at the creek near our house because at 16 I had no clue what else to do. That day when we finally got back, my dad sat us down and told us that he and our mother were going to get a divorce. He didn't expect for us to be relieved by the news until my sister broke down and told him that we had heard what she said on the phone. There was a lot of crying and a lot of court dates, protective orders and such, and a bunch of other stuff that ended up with us not having to see our mother unless we wanted to. I suppose when it sunk in that we didn't want to be around her when she was acting like a loon, she decided to take her mental health more seriously, but she never forgave my father for leaving her at her darkest moment. I can't really blame him, though, because that house was hell when she was in it. Anyway, I'm 22 now, and my dad has started dating again this year. The woman he's been seeing is lovely, age appropriate too, and they do cute old people stuff together, even though they aren't that old, lol. Farmers markets, antique stores, and yard sales, every weekend, haha. My mother took it hard for some reason, even though she has been dating on and off since the divorce. She had been saying everything from how he left her for a cow to saying that she always knew he had been cheating on her, and this was the proof. It got to the point we had an argument that unfortunately got a little heated and ended with me saying something like, "You're divorced. Get over it. How are you not fudging embarrassed?" And something about lacking pride. All of which I ended up apologizing for, because even if I think I was right, I do, it was a pretty cruel thing to say. Cut to less than a month after that argument and she starts showing off her new boyfriend, who happens to be closer to my sister's age than hers. I am well aware this relationship is meant to be a middle finger to my dad, but I can't help it. It's fudging gross. It's fudging gross, dude. This guy is younger than me, and is playing house with my mid-50s mother? It's weird, and predatory, and gross. But, he is a legal adult, and there's really nothing I can do about it. Anything I could say to my mother would turn into a game of so it's okay for your dad to date but not me? As if dating is the thing that's fudging appalling about it. Part of me thinks he's only with her because she got the house in the divorce, and is doing fairly well for our area, financially speaking. The rest of me thinks she's groomed this dude. So I've pretty well just stopped communicating. I never give a real explanation for why I can't come over or talk on the phone, just that it's really busy at work. My sister came over Monday and said that our mom really misses me, and that she hopes I can come around this weekend because she's planning to make my old favorite for dinner on Saturday. I'm not sure what that means, unless she's talking about a cold slice of hot and ready that I had to sneak for my sister and I while she wasn't looking, but whatever. I tried to hedge around the issue, but my sister wouldn't drop it, and I ended up snapping that I didn't want to go watch a 50-something get handsy with a college freshman. My sister ended up looking absolutely shocked by this and asking if I was serious. When I shrugged and nodded, she started cursing me 7 ways to Sunday and asking why I had such a problem with mom being happy finally, and I said that I would just prefer if she was happy with someone actually old enough for her, and I wasn't going to pretend to be cool with it, so I figured she'd probably not want me around. My sister ended up hitting me, getting herself barred from my place in the process, and now my mother has been sending woe is me texts and voicemails of her crying and asking if I hate her, and all this other crap I just can't deal with. I don't want to tell my friends about it because they don't know how fudged up my family is, and have mostly interacted with my dad, or my sister, if any of my family at all. Sorry for the length, but I feel better already just getting it out, haha. Thanks for reading, if you did. Commenter: you sound exhausted. Can't you cut off contact for a while to give yourself a break? Commenter 2, Mom. No contact, sis. No contact, Dad. Low contact, you, therapy. Update. Hi. Just remember this account because I was talking to my sister recently, and the big fight came up, and I remembered that a couple of people asked for an update if there was one, so I decided to give one. Someone on my last post said something that I just couldn't shake off, about bipolar disorder being hereditary, and I kept thinking about it and getting sick, going through my sister's behavior at the time and how she had changed. Without getting too into her business, my mother wasn't the only issue, the hitting wasn't the only issue, but at the time I just thought she was going through I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want type of phase, which I admit, I went through. It wasn't until someone pointed it out that it kind of lined up in my head. I ended up talking my sister into seeing someone, just to get tested. I agreed to do it as well, because she had a whole "I'm not crazy, you're crazy" freak out on me. I looked into it, because another comment had mentioned pay scaling and found an option in our price range at the time, though now I have insurance through my new job, so soon neither of us will have to worry about that as much. I triple-checked I could put her on my insurance. I got lucky since she's still in college. Anyway, after talking to our respective therapists/psychologists, it seems that she has bipolar 1, like our mother, whereas I have PTSD, surrounding my mother and her care. She jokes that I got off lucky because she has to take big ol' horse pills and I get a free pass to smoke weed. My mom stopped seeing the little boy only a few weeks after the post. I knew it was a phase. From what my sister says, she's been dating another man now, but hasn't changed the way she acts. I think my sister is close to cutting off contact with her, too, which, despite how cruel it sounds, I'm hopeful for. For me, cutting contact came after my therapist said that what I saw as normal arguments between us was me becoming triggered. Feels weird to use that word. I've never been the kind of jerk to hate trigger warnings, but to think they apply to me is weird, because she was always reminding me of the worst times of my life. I thought about that a lot and decided I agreed. Fighting with her about it would get me nowhere, so I just told her I didn't want to see her for a while and blocked her. She didn't take it that good, but she calmed down after the first couple weeks. On a much happier note, my dad is getting married to his girlfriend, which I am so excited for. She's such a lovely lady, and they share so many passions. Their antique glass collection belongs in a museum, and I've never seen two people more happy. Commenter: I'm honestly glad to hear a happy update from you, Op. Sounds like everyone you care about in your life is moving forward, as well as you. And I'm wishing you guys the best. Keep taking care of yourself.